What's up, Ragin Nation? How's it going? This is Alex. You watching Ragin Nation Show Transformers 4 edition. This is just a web series. We're talking about all things that matter to me for production of the 4th installment of the live-action Transformers film franchise directed by Michael Bay. This update number 82. And before we begin, as always, let's do a couple of shoutouts. And the first shoutout is a happy birthday shoutout, and it goes to Dalton Mack. Happy birthday on your 19th birthday, and I hope you have a good one. The next shoutout goes to Ty, and Ty is showing off his awesome artwork. Check that out. It's first you get the pencil sketches of Hound, Bumblebee, Crosshairs, and Drift from, of course, Age of Extinction, and now here's the colored version. So very good. You're very talented, Ty, and keep up the good work. Next, we got to give a big shout out to Rohan Caddy for sharing with me this close-up photo of Optimus Prime at Toy Fair UK 2014, and it's a close-up photo of his face. Now, I'm not sure which version of Optimus Prime this is, but it could very well be the Voyager class, and look at it. It's pretty cool, don't you think? Moving on, let's give a shout out to Amilk307, who's 14 years old and drew a sketch of Grimlock from Transformers Age of Extinction. It looks great. I love all the detail on it. And speaking of Optimus Prime riding Grimlock, we have another drawing from Michael of the same thing, and this is done with a pen, and it still looks very, very cool. And what you notice here is that he's carrying the sword and also the shield that you see from the toys. Okay, I gotta show you another drawing, and that's from another Michael, and this Michael drew Optimus Prime from Transformers Animated. Very, very cool. Once again, keep up the good work. You're very talented. And finally, let's give a big shout out to David Richards for this video where he was just riding along in Utah, in Monument Valley, and then he just stumbled across the Transformers filming. What are the chances of that? And what are the chances of David being from Vancouver? He even says so in the video. He says, hey, I'm from Vancouver, just riding along, and next thing you know, he stumbles across Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Crosshairs, and Drift. So, very, very cool. I want to say thank you to John for sharing with me that video link. I'm going to post it on the description box below for you guys to check it out. So, finally, let's talk about some of the news that's happening right now. And I'm really just going to recap what happened over the past 7 days. And what had happened is that the production is back in China, or was back in China, to do reshoots. Now, this was all just aerial photography. All they were doing was capturing more photography from the sky of some aerial shots of the Wulong Karst, you know, the geological park out in China where they were doing the filming, where they had all those natural bridges. Now they were doing some reshoots there because they needed more aerial shots, and apparently there's supposed to be a battle sequence there, because when they were filming there, some explosions took place, and it's supposed to take up 2.5 minutes of the movie's running time. So it could be a major sequence. What I think is going to happen there is going to be some Dinobots fighting. That's what I think. So very, very cool. Now, Toy Fair 2014 in UK took place, and there were a lot of reveals, and the latest reveal was these toys called Mashables. Okay, and what they are is these like about this size, and you can squish them, and they got Bumblebee. But what's really cool is that they also showed off Grimlock in his Dinobot mode. And what's very interesting is that you see a lot of yellow on him. You see a lot of yellow on the top of his head. They also showed Lockdown. Yes, that is supposed to be Lockdown. He's got this kind of a Destro G.I. Joe thing going on. Alright, so very, very interesting. And they also showed this other character who I'm not sure who it is, but it could be Hound, it could be Crosshairs. Now, Crosshairs is green, Hound is also green, so I'm not sure who it could be. A lot of people saying Crosshairs because they see the goggles and the sniper scope at the top. So Crosshairs in G1 was a sniper. All right, so that could be the dead giveaway, showing that, or indicating rather, that it is Crosshairs. But I think it's Hound. I think it's Hound because remember that that face that was on a pole, the bearded one? Well, on the bottom of the Mashable's face, it looks like it's a beard. in the bottom, right? It could be a beard, and Hound appeared to have a beard, okay? Nelson from Shoot40 Edit, or rather MichaelBay.com, mentioned that Hound was supposed to be some kind of bearded Scottish guy, or rather, like, he appeared like the bearded Scottish guy in Braveheart, alright? And to top things off, Hound looks like his eyes is wearing goggles, kind of like Leadfoot from the Wreckers, so, you know, that's kind of neat. And it could be Hound. I'm going to say that it's Hound, but some people are saying it's Crosshair, so there you have it. Now, speaking of Lockdown, Lockdown's face has been revealed from this mysterious photo that surfaced a while back, and we didn't know who it was, but here it is. You only see half of the face, but if you put the other half together, if you just double it up, there's Lockdown's face. And we know it's Lockdown's face because if you look at the Mashable and you look at this picture, there's Lockdown. Now, this is a very, very interesting choice for a Decepticon face because it's very, very humanoid looking. You see the eyes, you see the nose, you have the mouth, a lot of human features, unlike the previous Decepticons, which kind of look like insects and bugs and alien looking like. So this is a very, very unique face design, and we'll see how that looks because, well, he is supposed to transform from the Lamborghini Aventador. So there you have it. Now, moving on, let's talk about Grimlock, and we get another close look at Grimlock from some other non-toy related merchandise, and that would be in the form of this backpack. Now, check out the graphic on this backpack. You see that Grimlock, once again, has more yellow on him. And what's really cool is that, well, the G1 Grimlock was consisting of four main colors. Gray, yellow, or gold, red, and black. Now, as long as he maintains at least two of those colors, that's going to be the Grimlock that we remember. And as long as he looks cool in his Dinobot mode, then that's all that matters. I think one of the main things that makes Grimlock Grimlock is, of course, his Dinobot mode, which is the T-Rex, and, of course, his face. Okay, he's got the mouth guard, you know, he doesn't fully have an actual mouth. Now, if they can keep that, then they did Grimlock justice. And also keep the colors. Now, don't change the colors of Grimlock because he looks fine the way he is. Now, so far, so good. Based on this backpack, we got gray or silver, and we got some yellow on him. So it's looking good so far. So there you have it. And the street date for all the toys is May 17th. So hit up your Toys R Us, your Walmart, your Target, and the toys will be there for Transformers Age of Extinction on May 17th because that is what is indicated as a street date on this catalog. Alright, and the last thing I want to talk about is a rumor, and you know the old rusty truck that's really, really dirty, and we've seen it being filmed, and the rumor going around is that it could be Ultra Magnus. A lot of, I'm getting some messages from members of the Ragin Nation, and they're saying that reliable sources state that the truck could be Ultra Magnus. Alright? Now, if it's Ultra Magnus, that's really, really cool. Which also means that we eliminated who could be the other truck. You know, the Freightliner Argosy. You know, some people saying that that character could be Ultra Magnus. Well, if this rusty truck is Ultra Magnus, then who could the Freightliner Argosy be? Well, let's just say that it's Ultra Magnus, and one thing that I'm hoping for is that he has the same personality as the Ultra Magnus in Transformers Robots in Disguise. You know, car robots from Japan, or rather Robots in Disguise in North America? I hope he has that personality, because I never thought of Ultra Magnus as being interesting, but when he was in Robots in Disguise, he was a bit of a prick, actually. And I kind of like dynamic personalities like that. So maybe Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus are brothers, but Ultra Magnus always hated him for whatever reason. Alright, so there you have it. That's the rumor. What do you think about that rumor? You think it's true or false? Or do you think it could be another character entirely? Let me know in the comment section below. Before we end this video, we got to talk about collections. We got to do some collection shoutouts, and the first collection shoutout goes out to Craig. Check out his crazy room. Huge collection, as you can tell, multiple shelves and more shelves and lots of shelves consisting of all kinds of stuff. This is the ultimate room of doom. And in this other photo, you got a couple of masterpieces. You got the Binaltech Shockwave. That is the Mazda. And here you have one of the shelves. It's got a mix of stuff over there. Doctor Who, some TMNT guys, Skeletor. Here we have some Lord of the Rings, and then here you have his laptop, and above that, some really cool movie posters. And here is some more Transformers, mainly the movie guys, and finally, some more movie guys. Alright? Finally, the final collection shout out goes out to Martin, and what I like about this collection is that it looks so complete. It's the Transformers live action movie collection, and check this out. We got the Wreckers here, we got Optimus Prime, we got Megatron from Dark of the Moon, we got Revenge of the Fallen guys here, Ironhide, and of course Devastator, who looks enormous. And once again, guys, thanks a lot for sending me your collection photos, and everybody else who's watching, and there you have it. That's all I gotta say in this video, and that's it. And so what do you guys think about the rumor about the Rusty Truck being Ultra Magnus? Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings. As always, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like me on Facebook, The Ragin Nation. Also follow me on Twitter, @RaginNation. My name is Alex Yu. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for update number 83. And also don't forget to follow me on Instagram, @The Ragin Nation. I'll see you next time. Peace. The fact that Lockdown is going to be in Wave 1 shows that he is a main character, main villain. It also shows that he